Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Spring Porter with Spring Solutions LLC. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can make $100 in a matter of minutes. I've shown you this video before. This is the same district. This is a good way to make some part-time money. Even if you're not dealing with regular unclaimed funds, you could still do this part-time with whatever job that you are doing. I like to supplement and do this particular job while I'm waiting on larger claims to come through. As we all know, the mail has been running extremely slow. Usually court cases and courts need original documents. So everything has been running slow because of the mail. This is a nice way to sort of supplement while you're waiting on those documents to come back. So if you are interested again in this process, please stay tuned. Please note that I am not an attorney. This information is not indicated as legal advice. So again, if you're new to my channel, you may not want to start with this video. I'm going to be posting a link to Bankruptcy 101 and why there are unclaimed funds available to begin with. You may want to start with those videos first. So here's my email to this particular debtor. I am going to start redacting certain information in my videos. Probably should have done that just as a general rule of thumb. However, I mean, a lot of this is public record, to be honest, but again, these are personal emails of mine, so I think it's just better if I do that. So at any rate, I called on this particular day, on the 29th of July, I think I called 10 people, maybe 8 or 10. I pulled their names from the Bankruptcy Unclaimed Funds locator, which I've shared with you that site many times on my channel. I went through that site. I searched for maybe 8 or 10 people. I called them. I didn't do that much digging. I just found 2 numbers at least, or maybe a good email, and I just went about calling them. This particular debtor at the time was on the phone. He was not really interested. He said, hey, just send me something to my email. So I did, and I left it at that. I assumed that, he was not going to call me back, and I was probably not going to hear from him again. Well, here we are a month later, and he changed his mind. He said, hey, I sent you $100 to your PayPal account. I want to work with you now. Let's do this basically. And at the time I called him back and I said, oh, I thought you forgot about me. I didn't think you wanted to work with me. And he said, yeah, I was just thinking about it. I need the money now. Can we just move forward? Great. So I basically told him, hey, I'm going to the park with my son. I'm not at my desk right now. I'll be out. When I come back, I will make sure I work on your documents. So I got back around 6:30. I submitted the email with all the information and I submitted the documents to him basically, and that is it. Because I've already done this in 2 previous videos, I have the forms already available. So it's just a matter of updating it with this particular client's information. This again is a 3rd deal that I've done. The first deal I got $117. The second deal in the videos that I've shown you, it was $182, and this video it's $100. So altogether, what, like $400? And each deal took me about 10 minutes to complete because again, you are not getting anything notarized. You are not drafting contracts. You may have a simple invoice that you can put together and you submit to this particular client. You don't have to wait for mail to come back. You don't even have to leave your house. Like I went to the park, I came home, and the money is there and I didn't have to do that much work. And so this is essentially it. It's just a specialized skill, essentially knowing how to read a court docket. This is a court document that comes on the court docket. I've shown this before, but this is the report of deposit of unclaimed funds. This is one of the forms that you're going to need for supporting information for this particular debtor to make sure that he gets his money. So this is the court docket. It basically says that there's $1,000 available. It's sitting in the court. No one deposited it because, usually because of a bad address. So this is it. No one has claimed it. And again, if you are unclear of what a trustee is, again, make sure you check out those videos that I mentioned, why bankruptcy funds are available, and basically the 101 in bankruptcy, chapter 7 and chapter 13. Those are going to lay a foundation before you start calling people and doing this particular process. So here again is the money that was sent PayPal. This happened again earlier today around 3:55, right? And so it's just a matter, again, a specialized skill of reading a court docket, filling in the documents, to be honest. Remember, if you're doing this as a third party in a state where you have to be an attorney, you can still work as a third party by assisting them with paperwork and making sure that you get paid upfront. Otherwise, you would have to go through an attorney, and they may again charge you, a higher percent, or they may charge you a flat fee. It just depends on the attorney that you're working with. But if you are good with reading documents and filling in information, you can certainly do this on your own and just make sure that the debtor is the one who's signing the documents and your name is nowhere on it. Um, and that's it. And again, most states, you do not have to do this quick step process. You're going to be able to maximize your percent because you can work as a third party in most districts. This is just a very unique district in the Eastern District of Virginia. I have multiple videos where I show you the instruction packets where it always talks about being a fund locator or having a third party present for these particular processes. So it's just a few of the very unique districts. Again, I'm in the process of putting this stuff together in a course to you so that you can know how to read through this, and basically how to formula write, basically how you're putting things together in a form. All right, so I am working on that. Please also note that this process did not come with a fee. The debtor does not have to pay a fee. The debtor does not have to open a case. He does not even have to go to a hearing. It's just a matter of plugging in the forms, sending them off to the court. Now, again, the Eastern or the Western District of Pennsylvania is the weird one where you have to have an attorney and you have to go to court, you got to reopen the case, and you have to do all that craziness. But this is different, right? And in most states, you can do this as a third party either. Again, each district is totally different. This is why I do videos like this, and this is why I have covered pretty much all of the states and the US territories, because I want you to know how different each district can be in terms of basically recognizing a federal rule such as bankruptcy. Bankruptcy is a federal rule. It has its own adoptions through each court. They adopt a different process. So just make sure again that you are aware of that. But at any rate, this is something that is possible. You don't have to be a lawyer to do this in most states. As long as you are able to work as a third party or you are able to really know how to fill in the documents and make sure that the client is aware of what's going on, it is totally fine. I am in the process of putting together a video where I'm going to be showing you my testimonials, my larger ones, but I want to make sure that that is a complete, well-rounded video. I'm going to be showing you the ugly side of doing this as well. I'm working on one case, as I mentioned, where I'm sort of taking payment arrangements, basically because I've accepted a payment on the back end. So I want to show you what happens when you don't get paid directly, what that looks like, what you can expect. I didn't have to take this particular matter to court, hopefully, knock on wood. He is making his payment arrangements, and I'm trying to wait for those to finish up. And then I will include the video with the larger claims where you do it the proper way through, the contract and the power of attorney type thing, right? So all of this I have done again on my own, basically with little help. I've figured things out. I've had some stumbling blocks, but that's what you want when you're having someone teach you information. You want them to be able to tell you the pitfalls and what to look out for, and not only the success as well. You have to be able to know how to tell them all things so that they can prepare and they know what to do or what not to do in that case. So at any rate, that information is coming too. So is this course. Please continue to share, like, and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.